Hello friends, today I'd like to review Camtasia, which is a screencasting and video editing software that I use in my everyday work, and I will actually show you a video that I created with it. But I did want to talk about ways that I think it would be good for both libraries and educators to both use in their practice, but also to teach students how to use. So first off, you can really easily set up a recording of your screen. Here's where it's actually recording. You can see it's recording my voice and for how long we've been doing it, and I can sort of see what's going on there. And then we pop back over and minimize that, and then we can see what we're doing in here. We can open a new project, we can open recent projects, we can save things, we can go into our project settings, and this really sort of helps you create a multifaceted layered tutorial or video where you can add media or add your general screen recording and then layer annotations and callouts on top of things. You can move them around, you can have them jump up and down, you can have them do all sorts of interesting things, and you can move things in and out of the frame and layer them on top of each other. As you can see, all these different tracks are all each layers. And then you can also add music, and obviously, as I'm doing right now, add a narration recording. I think that this is really interesting because it offers a really good introduction to video production, and it's a little bit more accessible than some of the other types of video editing software that you're going to find that kids are going to use when they're going to get older or in professional settings like Adobe Premiere or things such as that nature. This actually offers a really great way to inspire students on how to write a script, how to put things together, how to create a movie or create a story or create a really high quality video right from their screen. They can use still images and animate them instead of actually having to record something. You could actually add a recording to it too. I think it's not very intuitive and it's not super user friendly, but the really nice thing about it is that TechSmith, who makes Camtasia, offers these really great videos that are really short. You can see most of them are only about 4 to 6 minutes, where you can learn how to really create a basic video. This is how I actually learned. And it can teach students about how to find images that they are available to use in the Creative Commons, music restrictions and Creative Commons music as well. And it really allows them to put together a project, as well as being beneficial for teachers and librarians to make tutorials and to do other things that are really helpful to students in online learning environments, for remote students, and just different ways to engage them as well. I think that this is a pretty robust program, but I also really think that it has a few drawbacks. Number one, you do have to use training on it, and it can be difficult to figure out how to use. There's a pretty big learning curve. My first video probably took me 8 or 9 hours to put together, and it was maybe 2 minutes long. It isn't free. The educator's license is $180 a year, but if you share the license, that could be really cost effective if you have educators, librarians, and students using it. And Camtasia is actually really good about sending improvements. Every time you open Camtasia, it checks for the latest version of the product, which is really great. It is not a web-based product. You do have to install it on a screen of sort. You do have to install it on a machine, but I think it's actually really a great tool, and I think it can really help educators, students, librarians, everyone really sort of, come together to create new and interesting types of things. Students can use it to create book reports, to do reviews, to actually even create sort of digital stories for social sharing. If there's a school newspaper, that's one of the things we do, is create sort of a storyfication out of JSTOR daily articles. So right now I'd like to actually just show you the video and what it looks like when you're actually looking at a video in there and seeing how the animations and the annotations and things like that work. So here's an annotation with an animation to it. It's a sliding, and now we've panned and screened the painting to move it out of the way. Panning the screen again to highlight the shark attack, from that very weird looking shark. And up here, we have the art store logo that stays up pretty much the entire time, so we know who made the video. And again, we're using different animations. I've made all of them a consistent color. You can change the color, you can change the text, you can change the size. And this all follows our style guide. So you can also teach students about style guides, which they would learn about doing any sort of creative work for any company or organization when they graduate. So we can move the way that things move in and out of the picture. Now we're screening and panning over the image again. And we use these little call-outs too to point to different people and to point to different parts of the painting when we want to highlight a specific thing. Yeah, see, weird shark. Why does it have lips? And then we usually add a credits scene at the end, and then we end the video with a fade out. So this is a great video to show you how you can put together something really quickly with literally just one image and some interesting text about a weird and interesting painting. I hope this was helpful and that you all enjoyed it. Thanks so much.